إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستنصره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صفيه وخليله، بعثه الله هاديا ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا، فبلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة، ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين. أما بعد، أيها الإخوة المؤمنون، أيتها الأخوات المؤمنات، يقول ربنا جل وعلا من بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها لا تبديل لخلق الله، ذلك الدين القيم. الله عز وجل وصف الفطرة بالدين القيم. فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها لا تبديل لخلق الله، ذلك الدين القيم. يقول صلى الله عليه وسلم: يولد الإنسان على الفطرة فأبواه يهودانه أو ينصرانه أو يمجسانه. طيب أين أو يجعلانه مسلما؟ ليست موجودة. لماذا؟ لأن الفطرة هي الدين القيم. فما هو الدين القيم؟ هو الإسلام. فيولد الإنسان على الإسلام فأبواه يهودانه أو ينصرانه أو يمجسانه. فالله عز وجل يريد أن يخبرنا أن الدين القيم عند الله هو الإسلام، وإن الفطرة التي خلق عليها الإنسان هي الإسلام. يولد الإنسان مسلما. لذلك تنازع العلماء: هل أطفال غير المسلمين يدخلون الجنة أم لا يدخلون الجنة؟ قال الإمام النووي رحمة الله عليه: قال يدخلون الجنة على أصل الإسلام. يعني حتى أولاد النصارى، حتى أولاد اليهود، أولاد المشركين، كل ولد يموت تحت سن البلوغ يدخل الجنة لأنه على الدين القيم الذي هو الإسلام. Allah Azza wa Jal described the fitrah, the nature of a human being, as a deen qayyim, as the right religion. That there is something within you, it's called fitrah, it's called your nature, that can direct you to seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. From Adam alayhi salam till the day of judgment, you will still see people seeking God, seeking Allah. They want to see Him. Why? Because this is the little nature that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala injected in you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described this fitrah, described the fitrah that as a deenul qayyim. What is the deenul qayyim? Deenul qayyim in Islam. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose you Islam as deenul qayyim, as the right religion. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam explained that. He said, يولد الإنسان على الفطرة, that any person on the earth that will be born on fitrah. And what is fitrah? As the Quran describes it, deenul qayyim. What is the deen qayyim Islam? فأبواه, that his parents, they are the most important element to change this direction. So the direction, since the baby born, the direction to Allah. The baby, when it's born, his direction to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then the first element and the first two people that change this direction is his parents. فأبواه يهودانه أو ينصرانه أو يمجسانه. There is no Muslim here. Did he say, his parents make him a Muslim? He said his parents changed that fitrah to become a Christian or a Jew or a Majusi. Majusi, those who worship usually the fire. So the parents are the one who change that. Therefore, the ulama differ among themselves. Those kids who were born to non-Muslims family, who were born to a Christian or to a Jew or to a Buddhist, would they consider the Muslim? Would they consider Muslim as a nature? Imam al-Nawawi said yes. In any newborn in Canada or in United States or anywhere that's born and died under the age of puberty, he will be dealt with as a Muslim. This is according to Imam al-Nawawi. For two reasons. The first reason that because he was born on Islam, he was born as a Muslim. The second reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah will never question people till Allah sends them a messenger, till they reach the age of puberty. And he did not reach the age of puberty to understand the text. He did not reach it. He died under the age of puberty. And the age of puberty, it's a time when people ask to pray and fast and do all the obligations. Because he died before it, then also he's going to be as a Muslim. Be dealt as a Muslim. So this is something very important, brothers and sisters. To hold on our deen, to hold on our nature. And why the Prophet ﷺ mentioned the parents? Because they are the first school that the child will learn his direction, or he's gonna learn where he's gonna go. So therefore, when we heard the story today, it is like an arming for us, and it's a warning for us. We need to keep our kids, our future connected. We need to give them Islam, the right Islam. How? By seeing the right models. The first models that the kids will look up to is their parents. Your prayer inside the house, it's very important light. You implement it in your home. The first important light, you enlighten your house, your prayer. Therefore, the Prophet ﷺ said, أفضل صلاة المرء في بيته. The best prayer that you pray in your home. Why? Because you're flourishing the fitrah within your kids. You're flourishing it. You're not killing it. You're not killing the fitrah. You're flourishing the fitrah. So the Prophet ﷺ, he said, the best prayer that you pray inside your home, except al-mafruḍa. Except al-mafruḍa, the obligatory one. The obligatory one, you come to the masjid and pray it with the jama'ah. Bring your kids with you. When you finish praying faridah, go home and pray, enlighten your home. Do not make your home as a graveyard. Do not make your home maqbara. What's maqbara mean? That place. You're killing this wonderful, flourishing fitrah. You know, and this is my belief. If someone wants to become a Muslim, alhamdulillah, I got phone calls, lady with her son who want to become a Muslim. So with all this incident, and if you look back, I saw a videotape to Brother Aid al-Qarni. He was shot in the Philippines, but in the same times, when he was at the hospital, there is people from Philippines coming to his bed and saying, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa Rasulullah. Not one or two, there are groups entering Islam. And alhamdulillah, we're getting calls about Islam. Why? What do we call them? You know what? I don't like to use word convert. We use word revert. We use word revert because revert is you're going back to Islam. That's because you were born as a Muslim. So brothers and sisters, enlightening your house with such activity, it will implement this light. But in fact, what's happening today? What's happening? That every child, he has his own iPad, or he has his own cell phone, and he's sitting and he's texting, or he's watching TV, and he's disconnecting with you. as a parent, and he's disconnecting with the fitrah, with the nature that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to him. He's disconnecting with that because he's focusing on the game. He's focusing on his friends, which is we don't know who are they. And this is what's really affects the fitrah. We need to keep our home full of light. Prayer. Pray inside your home. Bring your kids to the masjid. Isn't it beautifully today? Can we do it? It's difficult, I know, they are at the school. But can we do it at least whenever your kids inside your home, bring them to the masjid? Would you be able to do it? Would you be able to let them involved in any Quranic lessons? That Quran inside them and outside of them, that the Quran will let them grow up with this environment of the Quran. They will be Rabbaniyin. What do you think that this word is a beautiful word to be used? Rabbani, that's connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how can you do it? By let them be connected to their masajid, the Islamic schools, to the Sunday schools, to any activities that running in the city or outside the city. Run for it. Run to any conference. Run to any lectures. Wallahi, I remember brothers who told me, I used to bring my kids to the masjid, to the Arabic lessons and to the Quranic lessons. And you know, now I see all of these kids, subhanAllah, all of them. All of them practicing Muslim. Because he paid them very well. And he gave them time, and he gave them this enlightenment that he brought the fitrah back to them. He brought the fitrah back to them. Do not undermine these little actions you're doing. Do not undermine them. Bring them to the dinner. Bring them to March camp. Bring them to the summer camp. Let them be connected with their own community, with the masjid. The Prophet ﷺ, when he built the masjid before his own home, today when we come to Canada, the first thing actually looking for is our own home. Our own home. The Prophet ﷺ did not look for that. He looked for the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when the Muslims community can be connected and can be kept their relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many people, yes, losing their children. We know that. And you know that. And you know how difficult it is to keep your children on track. You know that. And I know that. I have kids. I have a teenager. And I know my daughter went to high school. And I know the environment of the high school. But what you have done to keep this fitrah, what you have done to keep this deen al-qayyim, are you going to spend your time at Tim Hortons and or play cards? Or spending your entire time, you do not have time for your family? You come at night and you sleep and you wake up in the morning to your work and you don't care? That the wives will call, we don't see the father. The father always traveling, the father always at the coffee shop, the father does not give his kids enough time. This cannot happen, brothers and sisters. You need to act very firm and you need to act very fast. When I drive my car to Toronto, and when you drive your car to Toronto, how many times you see 100 maximum? How many times you see signs here and here? You have to be careful. And how many times you see thousands of signs on your way to Toronto? It's 2 hours only. Thousands of signs. Wow! This is to alert you, to keep you alert, to keep you on alert. This signs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you instruction in His book. Be on alert. Keep your kids connected to their religion. Keep your kids connected to their book. Keep your kids connected to their prayer. Keep your kids wherever they are, being hold firmly on Islam. Because the Prophet ﷺ told us that a day will come, people will be the one who's going to hold on his religion as he's holding on a piece of chalk, or a piece of fire. Isn't it easy? Is it easy to keep in your hand chalk piece of fire in your head. You can't. That's how difficult it is to keep your religion. And what it's about you, what about your children? If it's difficult for you, what about for your children? So I know how difficult it is. But we need all to work together, brothers and sisters. We don't want to hear this incident to come again, or to happen again. We don't want to see that. We want people to come and connect it to the masjid. I visited Swift Current. When I visited Swift Current, I was told, I went to the masjid. The masjid was built late, and there is no school till now. But I visited the masjid. I was visiting some families, and they told us, this family used to be a Muslim family. Used to be Muslim Lebanese family. And this family used to be a Muslim. Now they changed their name, they changed their religion, they changed their culture, they changed their customs, they changed everything, and they become as a people who were born here, and that's it. Nothing wrong with it. We want you to be Canadian. We want you to be Canadian. You are Canadian, but you are Muslim. Keep your identity. Keep your Islam. Keep La ilaha illallah. Keep your customs. Keep your religion. Keep your faith. Don't be shy of your name. Don't be shy of your hijab. Be proud of your deen. Be strong. Connect to the fitrah and be with the fitrah. Be with the deen qayyim, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you, inshallah. So brothers and sisters, not too many efforts people did in Indonesia. In Indonesia, not too many efforts. No too many lectures, no too many imams with imam, doctors, no, not too many. People very simple. People there, they were very simple. They act upon their religion. They don't speak so much, but they act so much. They used to put on the camel a bag, is to keep the camel mouth closed. You know why? And they're Yemenis, most of them are Yemenis. They don't want the camel to eat from the property of others. They don't want their camels to eat from the property of others. The Indonesians, when they see this character, this is a small issue. But this small issue is it's indication of your faith. Many of them, they used to ask, why they do this? Because their religion will not allow their animals to eat from someone else's property. What about them? If their animals cannot do that, what about them? That this is Islam. This is what Islam taught us. And this is the Deenul Qayyim. This is the fitrah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let our kids do it, inshallah. I asked a young man outside. He told me he's at Westminster High School. MashaAllah, I was so happy. And I asked him a question. Do you pray Friday in your school? He said, yes. This is what you want. I want our children here, when the Friday comes, connect with your group inside the school. Those who are at the schools, connect with your friend and do Jumu'ah prayer. You want me to go there and deliver Jumu'ah prayer? I will be more than happy. You want Dr. Mir to go and help? We will be more than happy. If we cannot, you do it. And you can do it, inshallah. If you need some help, we will help you to do Jumu'ah prayer. We will help you to do Jumu'ah prayer. I'm happy to see Jumu'ah prayer at the schools. I'm happy to see Jumu'ah prayer at the colleges. I am happy to see Jumu'ah prayer at universities. And I'm happy to see, mashallah, highly qualified people now talking about Islam and become proud of their religion. This is what we want. We want a doctor, a Muslim doctor. We want Muslim engineer. We want Muslim lawyer. That Muslim come first and everything comes the second. We want you like that. Don't be shy of your religion. Hold on your religion firmly. Don't be shy of your name. Be proud of your name. And be proud of your culture. Be proud of your customs, because this is الدين القيم. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله. أحمدك ربي لا أحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. عباد الله اعلموا أن الله قد أمركم بأمر عظيم بدأ به بنفسه وسن به على ملائكة عرشه وسلس به على عباده الصالحين، فقال عز من قائل: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على هذا النبي الكريم وعلى من سار بهديه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين، وارض اللهم عن الخلفاء الأربعة أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي، واجعلنا اللهم في زمرتهم يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. Dear brothers and sisters, the last advice that I will give it to you, I give it to myself: Quran. Whenever your kids have time, please, this is the wonderful time for the kids to memorize your Quran. I'm telling you, I'm honest with you. I memorized some verses of the Quran when I was in young ages, still sticking in my mind till now. When I read it from my memory when I was young, I read it very peacefully and very strongly, because it is in my mind. When I memorize some verses, when I get old, it's slipping from my mind. I cannot control it. I cannot hold it. And believe me, this is the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you memorize it, when you get to memorize it, and it is there, it is a heavy tool. That it is a strong tool to help them, inshallah, to stay connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Teach them how they can read the Quran. MashaAllah, and I can see kids, believe me, they are from Pakistan, from India, from Kashmir. I saw many kids, and they read the Quran, they read it better than people who speak Arabic. It is the strongest language, it is the most complicated language that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala challenged Abu Jahl, challenged Abu Lahab, challenged them with this language. You can see a child in this age reading this book in this time. Reading it perfectly with the fatha, dhamma, and kasra and sukun. How that's happened? This is a miracle. This is a miracle by itself. Bring a Christian today, let him read the Bible in Arabic. Not only read it, to memorize it. Would you bring me someone to memorize the Bible in the Arabic language? I will bring you some kids who memorize the Quran in Arabic, and they do not speak Arabic. They do not speak Arabic. They are enlightened with the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with this Quran. Do it, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you to stay connected, inshallah. اللهم برحمتك نحدث وعليك نتكل، لا تكلنا لأنفسنا طرفة عين، وخذ بناصيتنا إلى الخير. اللهم اهد شبابنا واهد شاباتنا، اللهم ثبتهم على الإيمان وثبتهم على الإسلام. اللهم من أراد بهم أذى فاصرف الأذى عنهم يا رب العالمين. اللهم واجعل الأذى على من يريد بهم أذى يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك ربنا هداية لقلوب شبابنا ولقلوب شاباتنا. اللهم ردنا إلى دينك ردا جميلا، رد الشباب إلى دينهم ردا جميلا، رد الشابات إلى دينهن ردا جميلا، رد الأمهات إلى دينهن ردا جميلا، رد الآباء إلى دينهم ردا جميلا يا رب العالمين. اجعلنا مسلمين حقا. اللهم اجعلنا من المستمسكين بكتابك، اللهم اجعلنا من المستمسكين بكتابك والمعتصمين بحبلك اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان، اللهم حبب إلينا الإسلام، اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا، وكره إلينا الكفر والعصيان، واجعلنا اللهم من الراشدين. اللهم إنا نسألك ربنا أن تؤلف بين قلوبنا، أن توحد صفنا، أن تجمع كلمتنا، وارفع الكرب عن أهلنا في سوريا وعن أهلنا في العراق وعن أهلنا في اليمن، وارفع الأذى عن أهلنا في كل مكان. من أراد بالإسلام والمسلمين خيرا فوفقه لكل خير، ومن أراد بالإسلام والمسلمين سوءا وشرا فاجعل السوء والشر عليه. اللهم ول أمورنا خيارنا ولا تول أمورنا شرارنا، وقوموا إلى صلاتكم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن